Hello everyone, this is Sir Shankar. I hope you all are doing great at home, doing your daily activities, doing uh, mm, morning exercise in the morning, early in the morning. Then afterwards, you are attending and watching the videos that your teachers they are sending you, right? So I hope you are doing all this and not going here and there. You are hoping that staying at home. So, today, my dear students, we will see a new chapter and we will be covering the first chapter of Unit 3. You see here my shadow. What is there? My shadow. I hope you know about this my shadow. What does this shadow mean? Shadow, in simple term, if I say in Hindi, then we can say it saya, our shaya. So you see here uh, that the girl who is jumping here on the bed, her shadow is just fall on her bed, right? So that is called a shadow. Now, what is actually it is given here? We will see what the speaker or the poet, tries to say in this beautiful poem. So do you know about whenever there is light, someone follows you? Have you ever wondered who is it? So whenever there is a light, you will find that someone following you, or sometimes they go what before you also. So uh, if the shadow, if the shadow falls uh, at the back of your body, no, if the light, if it is there at the back of your body, then your shadow will fall where before you. And if the light is coming towards your face, if the light is coming towards your face, then you will find your shadow is on the back, is on the back side. You will find your shadow, right? So this is what the shadow forms. Now let's we will read and enjoy the lesson. We will enjoy this beautiful poem. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. So the speaker says that he has a very little shadow. He has a very little and small shadow that goes in and out with him. Always, wherever the speaker goes, the shadow follows him, and he is very, very like him. He is very, very like the uh, the poet, because what is your height, how your uh, look physically, all it the reflection it comes, in the form of that shadow. So that's why the speaker says that he is very, very like me. Now, now you are very small, then your shadow will, you will find that it is very small, and you again you see your father's or your mother's shadow. Their shadow will be bigger in size, bigger than your shadow. Okay, now I can see him jump before me. the poet can see that a shadow is jumping before uh, the poet. When he can see, when she jump into the poet, or sorry, into the bed, when she jump, or the poet, see here, the light may be somewhere this side, okay, the light may be somewhere this side, the light. And what happened, when she about to jump on the bed, the shadow it falls before what, uh, her, before her. You can see here, you can see here how the it falls, you see here, this shadow it falls before uh, the girls, okay, before the girls, the shadow falls on the bed. So when she about to jump on the bed, the shadow already jumped, okay. Now this is what the poet says. Again in the next stanza, let's see what the funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoot up storer like a India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. Now you see, there is a very funniest thing he finds. The poet, the speaker, he finds the funniest things. What funniest things he find? The way he grew. How the children they are growing? They grow very slowly. Yes or not? Um, 2 3 years, when a small baby they become, then mm, they starts walking, then again slowly after 2 3 years he can or she can ride cycle or can walk very fast. So likewise the children they grow very slowly, and they what we can say, they take time, they take much time. But this is very funny thing. uh, if we talk about the shadow, he likes to grow, and not in the way how the normal children they are growing. The normal children they grow very slowly, but the shadow it grew very fast. Sometimes it become very slow, as it become very small also. Just that's why the speaker here says that uh, it is like a India rubber ball. Sometimes it become very big, and sometimes it become very small, just like a rubber ball. And he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. And you see, he becomes the shadow becomes very small also. When it becomes very small, you know, you can find we know very well that in the morning our shadow it become very tall, yes or not, it become very big. And again in the afternoon when the sun it um, came, it comes over our head, just over our head. Then our shadow it becomes very small, even sometimes we can't see also. So that's why the speaker says that sometimes it become very small and sometimes it become very big, just like India rubber ball. So one morning, very early morning, before the sun I was up. So before the sunrise, the poet woke up one morning. Then what he found, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. He found what? The shining dew he found. Dew means that drops, that we find on the grass, on the leaves. That is called the dew. And he found it. But My lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. So the poet he said that uh, he found that dew in the buttercup, but uh, again what happened? His little shadow, he found he was very lazy. He says he is very lazy. He is still sleeping. He is still sleeping on the bed. He is very lazy. He is still sleeping. Errant sleepyhead. Errant means here. Uh, this is called bad sleepyhead. He had a very bad sleepyhead, and still he is sleeping. When uh, the speaker uh, once he wake up little early before the sunrise. So before the sunrise means the shadow comes when there is a sun, yes or not? When there is a light, then only the shadow comes. And the speaker he found that shadow is not with him, so might be he is sleeping on the bed. So that's why he is errant, he is very sleepyhead, and is still uh, staying at home and sleeping in the bed, sleeping on the bed, the poet says. So this is all about the poem. I hope you have understood, and this is very interesting. Okay, interesting poem. uh, I want you that read this poem at home. You will be enjoying after reading, so you can read it. So at the end I again will read once, so that it will help you how to read the poem. Okay, so let's begin again reading. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me, from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. One morning very early, before the sun I was up, I rose and found a shining dew on every buttercup, but my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. Robert Louis Stevenson's. This is the poet. So I want that you read this. This is your homework. I want class 5 students, all the students, uh, you read the poem and send it to me in my personal WhatsApp number. I want to see how you read. So you read and send it to me. Okay, this is your homework. I will not give any other homework to you. This will be your homework. And then after, uh, okay, one more homework you can do. This homework you can do here. New words, no, you can write these new words in your copy. Then again, two homeworks that I am giving you. This new words you write it in your copy, and one is what, read the poem, recite the poem, and send it to me in my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, this will be your homework. So today I stopped here. In the next class we will see the uh, textual questions. So stay at home, be safe, take care. Thank you very much.